What's up? What's up? How is everyone doing? Welcome to the first Smoking Fags with Trader R. Today I'm literally just going to go over the charts, nothing planned, just going to go over it with everything that I know, and just a mix of everything, just to see what's going on. So let's get going. You can play some tunes in the background if you want. I have some tunes on my end. It's just I can't play it on YouTube because the algorithm will block it. So I'll play some tunes if you want. I'll be talking away. I'll be going over everything. But chill out. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright. First thing I want to do is Elliot Wave. I kind of want to see my scope on Elliot Wave. It's not going to be all about Elliot Wave, but I do want to see what's going on. So, the thing we have, right, you can see it clearly. This here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you do have, you could say it's a 3-wave move, or you could go it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 in for another leg down. So I kind of want to look at that, right? And I'm not going to do the full thing. Everybody has seen this, everybody has seen that. So I don't think there's much point in me going looking at that right now. Let's just look at this, right? Let's say we are in a 3-wave move. You expect this to move up. This range will hold and move up. Well, let's say we're in a count of a 5-wave impulse down, which I would prefer because why? It would just last longer. This bear market would last longer. If you do have the 3, 1, 2, 3, what happens in a 4? A wave 4. You do tend to get these triangles. So this is the thing, you're at the low of this range right now, and this is kind of the sign, oh, she looks very bearish, she's going to break down, so I kind of want to look at the kind of bullish way that we don't break down. In fact, we hold and stay above this range. I'd like to look at that fact, so what happens in here, we do always get these descending triangles. Like Bitcoin never ever, she rarely on a higher time frame, she rarely does a perfect symmetrical triangle. It's always like a descending triangle or an ascending triangle. So let's just bring that into the case. Okay, let's say we do a triangle, right? How would we bring in the fact? Do we do a triangle down here? Could be the low down here, we could already have the low here, or this is the base right there now, because you look at that for a nice support. But how do we find the highs? Alright, most of the time I like to connect my trend lines. Like, let's say we do have a high. Okay, where will that bring us? Let's just check this out. Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, look at that. Okay, we have a trend line already. That's a nice trend line right there. That's a solid resistance. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, look at that for a connection right there. Let's look at that. You already know. I'm trying to map out what's going on in the 4th wave. Let's get rid of this. Okay. You do have a solid trend line right there. A solid trend line. If you want to keep that trend line straight in the bottom, this whole shift. When you look at it like that, it looks right, in my opinion. It looks right. It makes the wave 4 longer, and every time we get to the low of the range, we just get a pump back up. It look nice. Let me just look at this and zoomed out, to be honest. I kind of need to look at it zoomed out. Let's just delete this. Let's go out again. Alright, we're in the bear market. Alright. Let's look back. You had a descending triangle here. That kind of looks similar, doesn't it? This one here. You had a descending triangle here and one here. Let's just map this out just to look at it. I want to see what it looks like. That's actually not too bad. bring to front. I'm sorry if you can hear some noises of roadworks outside. It doesn't really matter. That's nice. That is solid actually. It kind of follows what you kind of had that 3-wave move here. You see that 3-wave into the high impulse, come down to the lows, you take out that liquidity, which we did. You come up, you get a rejection, you mess around down here before you come up and take that high. Basically test that trend line again. Let me see something first. Sometimes I like to do this with my trend lines. Just have 2 trend lines and you have a bit of a zone. Oh, look at that, yeah. Look at that, that's nice. So that is an idea. To be fair, we put in a descending triangle here before you break down again. That would just, how long would that last for? To the end of the year, November. Everybody expects a big impulse in November, but instead we go down. Down, finish off the year, and next year we start an impulse up. It's interesting one. That is a nice fractal. Let me just look at something here. We already know this was a big range, right? And we used the TR pocket on it. Alright. I kind of want to see. Can I stretch that out to hit the 0.5? Because we know when we get inside that range, it would make sense. Chop around the big range high. Boom, all the way down to the 0.5. It's an idea. It's an idea. 80% chance you get into it once you start closing properly inside it. It is an idea. Don't need this. Let's put that on it. Yeah, that is nice. Let me look at this lower time frame. Okay, let me just drag this into here. Alright, time frame plan. That is one option, to be fair. We're on the higher time frame range low. It's not really a place you want to be looking for a short, you know. You kind of want to think outside the box here. Is there a way we can work ourselves back up? Is there any Elliott wave count in here that'll make this a descending triangle? I like the fact of it because I kind of want to stay in this range a bit longer. This is a money making range right here. Let me see if I can get those trend lines back up. Alright, hit log scale. Just pull this into that high a bit and into that high down a bit more. Alright. So yeah, you do have that 3-wave move. 3 waves, because in triangles it's all about the 3 waves. But at the low here, it's a bit difficult because you had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you had an A, B, C. That's what you could say as an A, B, C. Is there a way we can map that into a 3-wave move onto the low? You know what could happen? What could happen? Alright. So this here, W, X, Y. You get 3 waves into that pi, fails on the low, and then you get another 3-wave move up. Takes that liquidity high. That's a nice point of control right there too. You do have a nice volume gap there as well. I'd nearly look at that volume gap more, to be honest. Like I said again, I'm just chilling out here looking at the higher time frame perspective, you know. I don't want to be full bearish down here. Like, there is a bearish count where this here, I'm just going to draw for you because it's fairly easy to see. This here, that was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this here was an A, B, C, and that's just your 1, 2. Like here, boom, boom, and you go straight down. You could easily come down from here and up, lower high, and then back down. and that'll be a 1-2, 1-2, and you break down really hard. Like I'm already positioned for that, but I want to think outside the box here and see is there a way we can actually work up in this range and continue any longer. Yeah, this is looking nice. Get a 3-wave move into the Y, because any WXYs, they're always 3 waves moved. You know, 3-wave move. We had this 3-wave move in here. Boom, boom, boom. It was an awkward one, but you know they happen. And in the Y, if we're going to do a Y, it should be fairly clean and easy to see, because the first one was a difficult correction. So the next one should be an easy to see 3-wave move. Nice. It is a nice zone up there. Is there anything else we have up there? That's the question. There's the weekly there. Aha, you have a monthly on that position. That's not too bad. It's a big zone. Big zone. Just above that high. It's a big ass zone up there. The question is, do we make another low? Because we can easily make another low. We could easily just come down, take that low again and go back up. But for now, let's just hold it like that. It looks well like that too. I do like the idea of it. I do. I'd love to take that wick out again. Like when we came up, we literally filled one of the wicks, you know, inside PTL. The wick high that we filled. But for some reason I do really want to take that high again. Just trying to think. We're at the 21st. We're at the 21st, right? Let's put this log scale back on. We have a new monthly pivot coming up at the end of the month, but what you have to not forget is that we also have a new quarterly pivot coming up. We missed the last one. When I was up here, I was saying inside in the group that this was too clear and I would like to front run it and just fall down. But the next one I would like to hit, and there's a good chance that's going to land around this zone here. That's in about 10 days, so could easily make it into that in the next 10 days. So that's something to be aware of. The next quarterly pivot is a high chance we're going to get hit. It will get hit. High probability. But that lines up for a pretty nice trade right there. And that would only bring you into, you'd have your A, B, C, D, E. And the E would probably fake out or something ridiculous, to be fair. That's a nice zone. Alright, that's a nice zone. Let's look at the bear side of this. Okay? Let's look at the bear side. Because this is the higher time frame, right? I'm not going to go in the lower time frame. Higher time frame. Alright, so that is the bullish case for me. We come up and take that high, put in a descending triangle, last a bit longer. You know, this squeeze people out of their positions, make people look really bullish up here, and just literally lower high again. Bear market, another lower high. I imagine the whole crypto space, the whole crypto Twitter would be bullish as hell up there, so it'd be kind of funny to see it. But yeah, let's have a look. Alright, put this in here, to here, to here. Alright. Can I turn up this a bit more? Yeah, there we go. Alright. For my bears case, right, you've seen this before. Where is There it is. My bearish case is we come into that 0.5, because you know, behind all my strategy, you hit the TR pocket. Once you get inside, 80% chance you're going to that 0.5, you know, so that'll be coming in around around here, 15k. If we go down to it now, 15, 14.7. Right. Is there anything else I can put on top of that? You do have this range high here. Efficiency, right? Let's just put the high on it all together. SR. Right. You have a bit of a zone there, don't you? That's what I like in trading. You have confluence close by. You don't just stick to one level. You just draw out your little zone. You know, never depend on just one level. Oh, it's going to tap this straight away. No. Draw a little zone for yourself. Little buy zone for you. If it comes into that zone, you get a nice wick out of there. Why not take the trade, you know? It's a nice little zone right there. Is there anything we have on top of that zone though? That's the question. SR flip. Any fibs? 0.5. Turn that off for a second. It's going to look a little bit fuzzy, but I kind of want to see on the linear scale. Do we have the 786? 886 a bit lower. 786. You kind of have the 0.83 there. We hit the 786. 0.83 is my next. I know you can barely see it, but let's just make it a bit brighter for you. 0.83 is my next little region for it. Like, let's see, log scale. Not much. I tell you, no, not really much. Right. Let's check these pivots out first now. Let's go yearly. Alright, let's turn it on. Nothing on the yearly. Quarterly. Nothing on the quarterly. Bi-yearly. Nothing again. Let's check monthly. The monthly won't count this time. I'd like to see next month. See that? Support right underneath that low as well. Let's go quarterly. I'd love to know next month we're gonna have a new quarterly. I'd like to see where that support is. Let's check Woody now. That's the only one that I would check. Higher time frame. I wouldn't use these on the lower time frame. They're good at confluence on the higher time frame, to be fair, but I wouldn't really use it all the time. Yeah, there's nothing with them. None. Alright, let's pull out the volume tool. So you have a volume gap right there. Let's check this whole thing out. You still have a volume gap. That's actually quite nice right there. Alright, let's make this yellow. Alright. Send this to the back. And volume gap. Nice zone. Nice zone. I like it. That's my next region if we drop down, to be fair. Alright, let's go on to the daily. Okay. TR pocket on linear scale in the zone. One thing I want to check. Alright. That's interesting. Because this high here was the range high, right? Was the range high, range low. You have the TR pocket then. Hit to the dollar, came down to the 0.5. Typically, if you break down, you'd be looking for a deviation down here. But what if we broke the range fully? Of course, that's a good zone right there. But if we broke the range fully, then you'd be looking at the extension, and that's in our buy zone. That's on the 0.5 of the whole TR pocket extension. I mean, the whole 0.5 TR pocket on the Fibonacci channels. So that's interesting right there. That would interest me a lot. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, see, it's kind of in the zone, in the green zone. So that's what I like. Nice confluence down there. So yeah, that's if we drop down. And of course, higher time frame plan. And let me just pull all this together. I'll show you properly then. Bearish plan. And we'll just bullish plan. For me, it's a bullish plan, but also a bearish plan, you know. Okay. Let's throw this into there. That would be something, I tell you now. That would be something. I do like that. Let me just take this off again. It just fits nice. Yeah. Yeah, so you could have a chop zone down here. You see the way in this as well? Like I was saying earlier, which is kind of cool to see here. That 3-wave move. You know? Like I was saying, if we're going to do it this time, it should do it in a fairly nice fashion. Like you can clearly see the 3-wave into it. You know? So it's kind of cool to see that it has it as well. But yeah, that's my higher time frame for everyone. I will catch you on the next one. Hopefully, maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks later. We'll see. But I have a nice little screen to check out here now. The old disclaimer. Alright, make sure you read it. I'll catch you on the next one.